Hello, I'm Garrett Liff Weiss.
And I'm Wigsy.
And welcome to SVSN.
Welcome.
As you can see, Molly Armstrong is not with us today.
So I'm here.
It's sad that she's not here, but she'll be here next week. So, Wigsy, I'm just going to go over some things that has already happened.
Okay.
Did you know that there is a wildfire in Canada?
Canada? I did not know that. Well, can you go a little bit more into detail for me?
I will go into more detail with that. Well, I won't, but I know someone that will.
Here.
Ruthie Wyatt, one of our field reporters.
Ruthie.
She has a story on the wildfire in Canada. Out to you, Ruthie.
Out to you, Ruthie.
Thanks, Garrett. For the past 10 days, wildfires have been raging in Canada around Fort Murray, which is located in Alberta, Canada. And I have more on this story. According to CNBC, a total of 29 wildfires are currently still burning. There are 1,547 firefighters, 121 helicopters, 194 pieces of heavy equipment, and 28 air tanks fighting the fires. Several conditions are colliding to make the McCurry fire extremely difficult for firefighters. The McCurry fire is a crown fire in which the blaze spreads from treetop to treetop. A crown fire is more difficult and intense, and they spread faster than surface level blazes. The Canada fire is also being fanned by dry soil conditions. The last sustainable monthly rainfall for the Fort McCurry was in July, according to the Environment Canada and the Citizens Weather Observer Program. Back to you, Garrett.
Thank you, Ruthie. That looks scary, Wigsy. Would you want to be in that?
No, I would not want to be in any kind of fire. It's not your typical day in the woods.
No, it is not your typical day in the woods. What would you be doing in the woods? What would a Wigsy be doing in the woods?
Playing.
Just by yourself?
Sometimes I do that.
Alrighty. So now we're going to go on to events that are approaching us. And one is the Honors Banquet.
The Honors Banquet. That's a good banquet, you know?
Do you know what the Honors Banquet is?
No.
Well, one of our field reporters, Chance McNally, will inform you what the Honors Banquet is. Out to you, Chance.
Thanks, Garrett and Wigsy. Here's a closer look at the Honors Banquet.
The Honors Banquet is to recognize the students at Piketon High School that have made high honor roll. The students and parents get to sit down and eat a nice provided meal before the awards are presented. The student receives a certificate and a letter for their Letterman jacket if it's their first year, or if it's their second, third, or fourth year, they receive a pin for their jacket and their certificate. There were 38 seniors, 33 juniors, 39 sophomores, and 48 freshmen that made high honor roll. There were altogether 158 high honor students this year. The banquet went great, and to all the students, congratulations and keep up the hard work.
This is Chance McNally with SVSN signing out. Back to you, Garrett and Wigsy.
Thanks, Chance McNally.
Yes, thank you, Chance. Alright, so more with upcoming events. A Lead field trip is coming up. Wigsy, was you in Lead?
As a child, I was actually quite disturbed, so no.
Oh. Well,
Plus, I moved from my old school to this school whenever it was already going on practically, so I was just not.
okay. Well, I was not in Lead, so I can't tell you much about what the field trips were like, but I know someone that can. Haley Pratt, one of our field reporters. You want to take it out to Haley Pratt?
Out to you, Haley Pratt.
Thanks, Wigsy and Garrett. On Thursday, May 5th, 2016, the 3rd through 5th grade Lead students went on their end-of-the-year overnight field trip. They left Stons Corner Middle School at 9:00 a.m. They took a tour of the OSU Theater Department and the Ohio Stadium. They also shopped and had dinner at the North Market. Lastly, on their first day of the trip, they saw a performance of Cats. On the second day, the Lead students got a hands-on lesson at the Ohio State University Veterinarian Clinic. They enjoyed lunch at the Ohio Union Food Court on campus after they visited the School of Earth Sciences and the Museum of Classical Archaeology. Finally, the students returned home after their trip at 5 o'clock on Friday, May 6th. Back to you, Wigsy and Garrett.
Thanks, Haley!
Yes, thank you, Haley. Wait, You're not Wigsy.
Who are you? Who's this walk in the park? Who is this walk in the park? You're a joke! Get out of here!
I don't...
Thank you, Haley. Pratt.
Alright, so on to our next story. A book fair and a field day is coming up.
I at least love book day and field day and book fair.
I loved field day. It was the funnest day of the year because it was just a day of just fun because we worked so hard in school and then it was just a day to slide downhill.
Slide down that hill. You slide on right down that hill.
So Hannah Lamerson, one of our field reporters, has a little bit more on this book field. Book day.
Fair
Book
field.
fair and field day. It's a little tongue twister.
That is a little tongue twisters.
Can you say Sandy sold
seashells by the seashore. Yes, I have to say that all the time. My mom makes me before dinner every night.
She makes you?
She makes me.
What is your mom's name? Okay, well, I guess let's just take it on out to you, Hannah.
Thanks, Garrett and Wigsy. Last week, Jasper Elementary had their book fair. It was May 2nd through 6th, and it was open on Red Streak Pride Night for the families to attend. The book fair is non-profit, and the books are buy one, get one free. That way students get the better end of the deal. Back to you, Wigsy and Garrett.
Thank you, Hannah.
Thanks, Hannah.
That looks really fun.
Amazing.
I love books.
I love
Just
fairs.
kidding. I don't like books. Alright, Wigsy, do you like bottle rockets? Or rockets? Do you like rockets in general?
I love rockets in general.
Well, you want to know who else likes rockets?
Here.
Mrs. Queen. She's doing a rocket project right now with her class.
The chemist?
Yes, the chemist. Queen the chemist.
I love that class.
One of our field reporters, Kennedy Meredith, has a little bit more on this rocket project. Out to you, Kennedy.
Thanks, Garrett and Wigsy. Here's an overview of what's been going on in Mrs. Queen's class recently.
Mrs. Queen's physics class has been launching rockets. The students learned about projectile motion during the year and now can see how it is applied in real life. Each student got their own kits to build and customize their own rocket. Some are destroyed the very first time, and others lasted a few trials.
I'm Kennedy Meredith with SVSN News. Back to the studio.
Thank you, Kennedy. I want to make a rocket now. Looks fun.
Literary club meeting, May 18th.
Okay, if you didn't understand that, there is a literary club meeting May 18th. And it's not a meeting, it's a trip.
Well, you know what? You told me meetings.
Okay, so if you're in literary club, you might want to get with Miss Day, because May 18th, you're going somewhere. Okay, so it's time for everyone's favorite segment.
Everyone's favorite, including mine and my mom's and my grandma's.
You want to take it out to the next segment?
You know what, Garrett? I kind of do, but it would be kind of awkward, so you can go ahead and take it out.
Alright. Out to you, Wigsy!
Wigsy! Hey, it's Wigsy! It's my right! Cool! Yeah? Do you want to tell me what call me, or do you want me to do this time? I don't know. How are we supposed to read it? Ready? Exchange or hey! Read it! Exchange or express diverging or opposite views in a heated or angry way.
Hello and welcome back to Do You Know the Answer? I have Wigsy here and Gabe, and this question will win the game. Are you guys ready? So whoever slaps the table first gets to answer the question. You have to wait till I'm done with the question. What is 2 plus 2? Gabe?
7.
That was so stupid! That's wrong! Game! I'm back. You just ruined the game! I couldn't get that right!
Oh, guys! Hey, guys, stop. Oh!
You Why are we fighting? I don't know. Because the answer is not 7. It was stupid. That was so stupid. Stop! Thanks, Wigsy.
Thanks, Wigsy.
Thanks, Garrett, for saying thanks and saying thanks.
Alright, so sadly, this is the end of our time on this podcast. But we will see you next week.
I won't. For sure. Maybe I will.
Alright, so off to the Sports Center team.
Get out of here, us, and go to you, Sports Center team.
Welcome back.
Welcome to this episode of SVSN. I'm your sports anchor, Gabe Burkheimer.
I'm your other sports anchor, Bradley Sickles, and we have Ferric Dow with us right now.
Yes. Derek, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I don't really like school.
Do you like sports?
I love sports.
That's all that matters.
That's exactly right, Gabe. Who cares about school when you can do sports, right?
I like sports.
Yeah.
School's not important for sports.
Well, you know what we do have in sports, Brad?
What is it, Gabe?
We have some NBA playoffs.
NBA playoffs?
Yes.
That's this time right now?
Yeah, the NBA playoffs. Really? Yeah. You know what the NBA is, Brad?
National Baseball Association.
No. I'm talking about the National
Bowling Association.
No, the National Basketball Association.
Basketball? So everyone gets baskets and they throw balls?
No.
Or
Close, but there's a basket, a hoop, and it's kind of like this. Like that.
Oh, okay, I see. So it's
well,
kind of like hula hoop, but with a ball.
Yeah, how about we let Brandon explain a little bit more?
Brandon, our field reporter?
Yes.
Out to you, Brandon.
Thanks, Brad and Gabe. What do you think about the NBA playoffs?
Well, you know, I love to watch NBA basketball. It's exciting. It's some of the best athletes in the world playing. You know, I am a football coach, but I enjoy to watch competition, and the NBA playoffs are very exciting.
What do you think about Eastern?
The Eastern Conference, it's a battle. The Cleveland Cavs are looking very good right now. They won both their series without losing a game, but the Miami Heat and they're in a battle with the Toronto Raptors, so that should be an interesting series.
What about the Western?
Western Conference, there's a battle going on out there between the Oklahoma City Thunder and San Antonio Spurs. I think that's probably going to go 7 games. But I like to watch both those teams play. Portland Trail Blazers and Golden State Warriors, you know, that's a good, with Stephen Curry out, that's going to be a good series as well.
Okay. The most important question of all, who's going to win?
Man, if I had to pick, if Stephen Curry comes back, I still have to go with the Golden State Warriors. I'm a Cleveland Cavs fan. I had to say this, but I think probably the Warriors or the San Antonio Spurs would win. I hope Mr. Brett Carino does not get mad at me because he's a big Cavs fan as well.
What do you think about the NBA playoffs?
I think that the Cavs are going to win because I'm from Ohio, and it's going to be tough going against the Warriors because Steph Curry, he's back and still pretty good. Got 17 points in overtime. That's a new NBA record, and we're going to have trouble, but we're going to pull through.
Well, Brandon, that was a very...
Whoa!
What was that?
Did you see that?
That was like running through the 100-meter dash or something from track, right?
Well, my mind is so blown. We just went from NBA playoffs, and now all I see is hurdles and running.
Yes, I know. It was like a blur, just like the Flash.
The Flash? Yes. What did the Flash do? He ran really fast, didn't he? You know what You know what a sport is in which you run really fast?
Running and field.
I'm not talking about running across the country or anything. I'm just talking about
cross country.
No, I'm talking about track and field.
Track and field. So everyone gets on a race car track, and then they drive out into the field.
No, this isn't the NASCAR. This is track and field. Running track and field.
Running track and field. Gabe, I really don't think that's a good idea. There to get one again. It's not a good idea if people running on a track. They could either get run by a horse or a car.
This is a track designed for running.
Really? They have those?
Yes, and the goal is to finish first.
Well, if you're not first, you're last.
Eric has more with the SVC track meet. Out to you, Eric.
Thanks, Brad and Gabe. On Monday, May 9th, Piketon hosted the SVC track meet. Timothy Trawick will move on to the hurdles, the 110-meter hurdles, and the 300-meter hurdles. Blake Reeder will move on to the 300-meter dash. And Summer Travis, SVC champion shot put through 38 feet and 4 inches. Her own personal best record. Back to you, Brad and Gabe.
That story is almost as fast as Forrest Gump.
Track is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Well, anyway, that wore me out, Gabe. I don't know about you.
I'm wore out.
Dude, I just feel like taking off my shirt and washing my clothes and then running again and then washing my clothes and then taking my shirt off.
Yeah.
What do you feel? Do we have another story?
We don't have any more stories, Brad.
Well, that's a good thing. I don't think I could have handled another one, man.
I mean,
I probably could have like smacked it, but like to actually handle it and carry it.
I know what you mean. It would be too much weight. It would be too exhilarating.
Exactly. Too much pressure on my soul.
I completely understand, Brad.
Well, thank you, SVSN, for
all that you've done for us and the children.
Yes, remember the children. Remember the children. And parents too, they count sometimes.
Well, I'm your SVSN sports anchor, Gabe Berkheimer.
I'm your other SVSN sports anchor, Bradley Sickles.
To all you out there in the valley,
keep it classy.
You recording?
Yeah.
No. Okay, now go.
Finals and 110-meter hurdles. I messed it up.
What do you think about the NBA playoffs?
Go in there. Go in there.